Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a very important video. This one's about the 7-star celebration event. Now, obviously, you might be thinking, Rich, you're doing so many videos on this particular topic. Well, I think it's incredibly important. There's several things that are happening right now that you need to just get clued up on, and that is the depreciation of the 7-star based on how much it is at the moment. Of course, not everybody can access these particular events based on participation, progress, and participation is based on how many 7-stars you have as to how far you can go with it. And yeah, at the point of recording this video, I only have 6,600 points. I am following my own process, but I want to make sure these videos are out as soon as possible because it's important information. People are wondering certain questions. Can I get through this? How many units will I have to spend? Is it worth saving my units before July 4th deals? Because as non-spending players, free-to-play players have grinded out units, and even for spenders that want to know whether or not it's worth investing in this event. Is it actually worth investing? And that's what we're going to discover and look at in this video. Now, right off the bat, look, you know it, I know it. Depreciation in Marvel Contest of Champions is a thing on a yearly basis. Something like a 7-star shard, if you were able to buy it, 6-star shards, tier 3 alpha, tier 6 basics, old chase meta things are worth a lot less nowadays than they ever used to be. Now with tier 6 class catalysts even coming into this whole kind of equation of being like more easy and obtainable to get, it's not something that you're going out of your kind of like comfort zone to go get, you know, spending so much money on, because they're coming thick and fast, and you'll have to make a decision about like, well, okay, do I save units? Do I spend units? And this particular event is a really good opportunity, if you have access to it, to get some decent stuff. How, why, when? Well, back last year, the July 4th deals for Paragons, I don't know if Caban will do the same situation, but I want to say that they'll follow the same kind of process that they did before, where you spend 1,000 units, 4,000 units, and then 10,000 units, and there's a 3,000 unit bundle. So they may bundle things all together in one kind of like thing. The same thing we did with the Thronebreaker. I don't know, you know, that they were going to do that, but they might do that. It's a very big kind of like possibility they will do those things. Cyber Weekend gave us an idea of how much things are devalued, whether or not there was some elements of tier 6 class catalyst in the Cyber Weekend deals 2022, where there wasn't in the July 4th deals 2022. And yeah, it's also seeing that for a low amount of units, what can you get? If we're looking at Cyber Weekend deals and July 4th deals, the answer is not a lot. But what you can get a lot of is when it comes to this current 7-star celebration event. Now, if you've seen my video on the subject, the kind of the breakdown of the 40k farming method, which, as I said, like it's a progress thing, but it may not be kind of what everyone sees. It just showcases that it is possible to have 1,100 units spent and get up to 40,000 points. It will be a case that you'll have to spend a lot more than that. It's just you'll get refunded units in the process. So spending 1,100 units and then getting you up to 40k gets you a lot more than what you'd be spending on July 4th deals. Why? How? Go further on this particular subject. I will. Thank you for asking, peoples. So for that 40k, it will get you 1 4-star relic, 1,500 7-star shards, 300 units, 2 Paragon crystals, 1 tier 6 basic, 1 tier 3 alpha, 300 more units, 3,500 more 7-star shards, 3 more Paragon crystals, a selector for a tier 3 class catalyst, which was before behind an 18,000 unit wall, and it wasn't even a full one with the the previous Cyber Weekend deals. A 5-star relic, 5 more Paragon crystals, 1 fully formed 7-star crystal. It will also give you a 6-star relic, which is something again was behind some kind of like massive amount of units, and a 5-star one was 5,000 units at one stage, and another tier 6 class catalyst, all for 1,100 units, plus all of the stuff you get in solo up until 40k, which will be the following. It will be 1 4-star relic, 2,500 7-star shards, 2 Paragon crystals, another tier 6 basic, another tier 3 alpha, 500 units, 3 Paragon crystals, and finally 2,500 more 7-star shards. So all of that for just 1,100 units you've spent on the event, right? If you have that, that's great. If you're saying to yourself like, now I want to get participated in that one, then go into Arena now. And you'll probably get more if you just pop your arena crystals. You might get some more units with that one. And that's only if you have 2 7-stars. If you're 1 7-star, then it will cost you 2,300 units. If you've seen that video, I'm trying to get a Thronebreaker thing worked out, but I don't think it applies for the celebration event. But in any case, this is still something that using this opportunity is a great opportunity. Because you look back at what was, and as I said when we started off this video, you look back at your Cyber Weekend deals and you think to yourself, well, I had to spend 18,000 units, I think it was, maybe even less, maybe even more, to get a 6-star Awakening Gem and 50% of a tier 6 fragment crystal. And imagine all of those units. What was that? That's 20, maybe 21,000 units, 18,000 units, whatever units it is. It's definitely more than 10,000. And what I wanted to do as well for this video is kind of prep something where, okay, if you took the scenario further, what could you get? Right? What would kind of be an option? I say option, more of a kind of a further take home. So the further take home, if you're willing to spend 10,400 units spent, and again, I use that term spent because in this process, it will take you past the 40k mark to the 80k mark, and you'll get some more units back. This is just down to a personal preference. Here's the thing, I could put down a scenario of 18,000 units, but I think at that point you have to make that decision of how much more you actually are interested in going further and beyond, and whether or not you're interested in further things, because you'll find yourself caught in a rabbit warren going, oh, do I go further to get deeper to where the end is, the kind of the sleeping chamber bit of this. And that's the thing. You have to make a decision how far you want to go. So interestingly enough, if you are willing to spend, starting off with your 40,400, 10,000 units on 50 Paragon crystals, it gets you up to 40,000. Okay, fine. And do bear in mind, you can go and explore the Shooting Star quest, and this doesn't really factor into this, if you pull a 4th or a 5th 7-star. If you pull those, then, great, you may have more than this, but again, it's just putting a bit of perspective and idea behind the process. So yeah, 10,000 units spent, 50 Paragon crystals, 40,000 points on top. Then this, may get you a 7-star open. It may put you at that 80k mark, and that's the point to get to. The point I want to finish off on is once you're at 80k, because once you're at 80k, you could open up and further 5 of these Paragon crystals. That's a further 4k points. Open up another 2 of those 7-star shards, 7-star crystals, and get up to 9,000 points, and kind of push a bit further to get up to 100k, 90k, just to get that 6-star relic. But again, it's down to you how far you want to go with this one. But there has to be a point where you have to say, right, have I spent enough? I kind of feel because this event is really good from a point of view of unit investment for what you take home, it's more of a kind of feels like you're in profit by just spending that 1,100 units and not kind of blowing your load, so to speak. Because you just don't know what the future's going to hold. We don't know what's going to happen with the July 4th deals. They may be they may be brilliant. And the thing is, I can't predict the future to say they will or won't be. It's just very strange to note that this particular event, by spending a low amount of units, you take home quite a bit for it. And yeah, we could see something that's a really good deal on July 4th deals. Possibly, but possibly not. So I would say at this point, with Deadpool Spring Cleaning recently been and gone, and some good deals with that one for people that want to spend the money, and what you got back from that, is to then look towards the future, because you may want to save 7-star shards for the next kind of run of the pool update, possibly, I don't know. And the other side of things is kind of looking at this from a point of view of, we could see further depreciation for the July 4th deals, which could mean that you'll be like, do you know what? I have 21,000 units right now, or I have 21,000 units by then. I've got 10k now, whatever. Should I spend now or save for then? And I would say it's worth saving. Take your W that you only had to spend 1,100 units and 2,300 units respectively, wherever you are in the game. And I would say that's kind of a good thing. Try to save between now and say Tuesday to kind of push as far as you can, and then kind of have a look at stuff. There's still, at the point of recording this video, 10 days, so you still have a week. Say push. get Thronebreaker 100% if you've got Thronebreaker to do the Shooting Stars quest, get as many 7-star shards as possible, because that's just the thing, isn't it? Like, you could have a lot more by just getting all this stuff done. Do the side quest up until as far as you possibly can. Open up some 6-star shards, dupe those, get the 7-star shards from them. Have a look at where you are with this event. Then make some decisions of, if I push further, is it actually worth it to me and my account? Whether or not, you know, getting a 6-star relic is going to mean anything to you. Is it going to mean anything to you? Maybe yes, maybe no. And if you can answer those questions, then you know whether or not it's going to be worth it to push further and take some of those units you've got from free to play and just kind of reinvest them in, or wait until July 4th deals. But I would say, and as I said, do the free stuff, take the win, take the W on those 1,100 units or 2,300 units spent, and go, happy days, I had a lot of fun in this event. I didn't have to spend too many units, and at the same time, I've saved some units back from for the July 4th deal. So that's really what I want to leave you with that particular perspective. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some other content located on screen. Hit the like button. Support the channel, please. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.